Hey guys, one Mega Man fan here, coming at you live with our next game. We are going to be having UCF Death Knights versus Jailbait, and joining me again for this cast, we are going to have the very famous. How you doing so far, man?
Wonderful, wonderful. Just had a nice little break, had some dinner, and I'm ready for round two.
Sounds good. I get to eat after this, so I'm excited.
Ooh.
Guys, we got teams jumping in the lobby here. We got a few players from each team. So looks like we're missing about four more or so. Hopefully they will be in just a minute or so, and then we'll be able to get rock and rolling with this game. If you guys did not get to check out the game we just casted before this one, definitely put it on your list to watch. Some great execution from Gimme the D Shield in that game. Death meta, holding it down though, making those fights happen, and definitely was an exciting match from them.
Yeah, I mean, games were probably a little bit one-sided, but definitely some life from Death there, particularly from their Deckard player. Had some solid combos, and Lornados thought were pretty solid. So
Yeah, solid Lornados are always exciting to watch because it's like hard to get a good Lornado off. So if you can get a good Lornado, like that's just makes you feel good.
awesome. It's also like just a hilarious ability if you consider it. Like he has a tornado of books that he is just knocking people around with. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then if you get the 20 upgrade, I mean, who doesn't want to just keep casting it, especially if it's a choke point and you get the like free cooldown.
Just constant books hitting people in the face.
Yep, books in the face is definitely what is gonna happen there. Looks like, let me see if we can get ETA on the last guys here. Looks like we are missing one for the Death Knights and three for Jailbait. I do know though, because the one guy who was in the coin flip is here.
Okay.
So he definitely is online. Now he's in the lobby, so that works. And
Oh,
just
there's
to fill
another
you
one.
guys all in, we had a ban on Battlefield of Eternity, and then Infernal Shrines, and then the map
Okay.
picks were Towers of Doom, followed by Tomb of the Spider Queen. And Jailbait won the coin flip, and they chose first pick for game number 1. So that means that Towers of Doom is going to be chosen by the Death Knights here. Oh, he needs the Twitch link. I can get him that. Yeah, so it should be good. I'm excited for this one. It's Division A, so a little more exciting, a little more action, a little bit higher tier players. I mean, one of them in the lobby showing off, that master portrait border. You're making me feel bad with your master portrait border. So everybody just sitting nice and high, and your lowly caster down in gold.
Well, I was excited because these guys they're in my division, so I'm just here to look at the key players, see what they like to play, and just make sure I'm ready for our matches against them.
Yeah, free scouting. Looks like we are now just missing one player from each team. I got a 2-minute note on one of the players, so hopefully they will not be too long here. I guess I'll go ahead and check and make sure all the players match up because that's always important.
Yeah, sure, why not?
He does not go there.
Oh, there's a 5. Oh, never. Oh, wrong side. Okay, there we
He's
go.
on the wrong
5
side.
and 4.
So, and Death Knights, so I've casted the Death Knights before. It's been a while, but I have casted them in the past.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were a returning team or not.
I
guess.
believe they played NGS last season. So
I know Jackster's been around, but I wasn't sure if their whole squad or what was or not. But...
Yeah, they may have changed their squad some. This is the team for University of Central Florida, so
okay.
they do
Gotcha.
have, they do have some rotations depending on like when people get in. Snipe, Codex, Jackster, okay, so they're all good. Yeah, so they, if people graduate or whatnot, then they obviously can't play in dorm, so they rotate out of the team.
Oh, that's awesome though. I like to see the crossover of NGS and then Dorm.
Yeah. Now the hard part is that's my home team because I'm a Florida boy. So that's
You might have a compromised caster. Is that what you're
you
telling me?
Oh, you want to talk about compromise? Next week's game, which is I think it's the Tuesday match I have. is going to be Akuna Shimada, I believe it's their team name, versus Reborn Knights Red, which Reborn Knights Red host two players who used to be on my team, who I'm still very good friends with. And Akuna Shimada hosts at least one player, I think two, on there, but one of them for sure I am friends with and used to be on a kind of practice rival team to us.
Ooh.
So I'm familiar with players on both sides, so it definitely will be interesting. Looks
You'll
like
be conflicted for that one. At least,
yeah,
so.
it's gonna be weird because I know people on both sides. So we'll see what happens here. We have one ready here in the lobby, just waiting for the other ready, and if we get that, we can get jumped into game number 1 here on Towers of Doom. Sorry, Tomb is the next one. Towers of Doom for this one.
Close enough. Close enough.
I guess we're ready. Well, I hope so. You gave me an R, so that's gonna be it. Game number 1 here, starting between Jailbait and the Death Knights. Jailbait, first pick and ban here. And let's see what they decide to go with. I'm assuming we're going to see White Man ban here out of one of these teams.
She seemed pretty strong in our last series, so we'll see. Towers of Doom usually, might warrant an Abathur ban. In the past, I would have said a Chromie, but not so much anymore.
I would say Asmo, but he just got nerfed too. So all the heroes taking the hits, unfortunately.
Well, let's see what we get.
Yep, we're gonna have the countdown going now. Timer slowly burning down here. They obviously did shorten the later draft timers because they added that third ban in here, and they're thinking about it.
Yeah, Medivh's another potential on Towers of Doom, very strong. You can actually run that kidnap combo with the stitches, and then port somebody into the kill zone there for the pretty effective assassination. There's a Genji ban. All right.
Definitely, yeah, Genji ban coming out here, and that's it's true. Medivh is an option. You go with that stitches. You go with the kidnapping strategy. Throw them back there. Let them take some nice free damage, and they're usually not making it out of that in one piece. No, Garrosh, another option to do that with the throws. Mm-hmm. Also able to throw in those sappers to get those extra points. So removing him, a great choice here for the Death Knights.
Absolutely. That might hint a higher tank priority as well from coming out from them. So we'll see in their 2-3 rotation what they go for.
Yeah, it's tough being the second pick on a map because you do just have those two heroes before the next ban phase. So you really have to prioritize what you want. Asmodean can't be prioritized by him, though, because he is gone. No dunks coming out today.
There will be no nipple rings in the coming games, folks.
No, there will not be. We got to censor those things, This is Twitch. Last ban here for this phase. Going to be Maev. Get rid of these pulls, the Warden's Cage. Yeah, I definitely agree. A very heavy focus from the Knights here on things that can kind of displace your team and get them into areas they don't want to be. So they clearly do not want to be moved around unwanted. Stitches Hook's still available, but the two popular ones are going to be gone. And there's going to be White Man.
Mr. White Man.
Yeah, coming out in the first pick does not surprise me here. Strong support right now. There's the Deckard counter.
Okay.
I think you have to, honestly. I think if White Mane gets taken, you have to grab Deckard or go for an Alex, one of the two.
Yeah, I still like the Malfurion. I think he's still kicking it. Lost the ice block, but he's still trucking.
Yeah. The hard part is with the Malfurion is you kind of got to take him a lot lower. Yes, I see the chat. You got to take him a lot lower in the draft so you don't have the harder counter, the dive hero picked up to him. Murden
pairing with. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I
was gonna say you can still pair with a tracer as well, which is pretty effective.
Yeah, definitely. Murden as the tank for the Knights here, and then ETC Jaina grabbed out from Jailbait. So gonna have possibly some Mosh Pit Ring of Frost combos coming down here. Good burst damage though to follow up ETC, so she always works out quite well for teams.
Still pretty open-ended draft from them as well, with their flex damage staying open.
Yeah, I feel like this should be a Dahaka ban if they don't want it. They're gonna get rid of Jimmy here, which is very reasonable considering the slows on the other side of the field.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. On note on that Dahaka, ETC could potentially flex to that solo lane and be there with that stage dive if they wanted to pick up a secondary main tank as well.
That is an option. Not a popular one, but it is an option.
It's the potential.
Yeah, there's potential. If push comes to shove.
Urel, okay.
Urel, I think that's all. Yeah, with Urel being gone, honestly, I see no reason to grab it, not grab the Dahaka right here.
Yeah, you got Dahaka, you got Blaze, and you got Leoric. Dahaka #1 for me, and then I'd probably say Blaze, then the Leoric.
Yeah, but the Blaze and Leoric both kind of in my mind are kind of equal as far as if you need them to double soak. They're both going to be about the same there. I feel like Dahaka does it a little better than the two. Although Leo with that creepy walk definitely can get down fast. Junkrat,
creepy walk,
coming out
on the
leaving.
Sapper skin, looking real nice.
I know. Nice. So every time I see that skin, I think it's a Gazlo, and I get excited, and then I'm depressed because it's a Junkrat.
I noticed your in-game portrait was in fact Gazlo.
Yes, he is one of my favorite heroes to play. I think right after Abathur.
Ah, okay, an Abathur fan. I can get behind that one.
Last two picks here for Jailbait. Blazing that solo and Phoenix as the other DPS.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's pretty good. I mean, if you're gonna go with the Phoenix, I think I would have preferred Diablo as opposed to the ETC to get that lightning breath purification salvo combo going. But maybe that's preference in tanks. Pretty much all the tanks right now in the meta are viable, so teach their own. Sonya.
Huh. Interesting soloing choice. Does give a little more damage to the side of the Death Knights, which they almost need. White Mane's just such in a good place right now, even with the nerfs. She's able to support very well, so adding that extra damage is not going to hurt anything. Help enable Li Ming to get those resets. Also, she can kind of get on the back line, kind of distract White Mane and Jaina and Phoenix, while the front line is getting poked down by Junkrat and Li Ming.
It should be interesting to see how that goes. Maybe a little more prioritization on those sappers as well in the top, since Sony's a much better marker than the other solo laners.
Yeah, definitely could see more prioritization from them on those mercs here. I'm hoping to see... I saw it in my game Tuesday. We saw a Leoric and Tomb combo with the Phoenix Laser.
Yeah.
The Planet Cracker. And it got money value when it happened.
It is dirt nasty. It is a good combo.
So maybe we'll see the... what would that be? Because it's Diablo and Leo's the easy bake oven. So I'm not sure what Phoenix is there, but that might be something to come up in the next game if the Phoenix is really loved here by Joe Domingo.
Potentially. I don't know what I would... We got a cool name for that.
We're not in charge of that. We leave that to the professionals.
I was gonna say like laser case or something. I don't know.
The laser prison.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here on the left, we are gonna have the UCF Death Knights. We're gonna have Night Striker on that Sonya, Kodiak's on that Muradin, Jackster on. It looks like the Deckard, Red Conscript on the Li Ming, and Snipe playing that Junkrat.
And in the red trunks, we got Jailbait with Joe DiMaggio playing that Phoenix. Junkrat, which is weird, is playing Blaze. H2O is getting played by White Mane is getting played by H2O. Sorry. Calaxi's playing that Jaina, and rounding it all out is Frog Stellar.
Yeah, I think it's Frog Stellar
on that ETC with the correct skin choice. That is the best ETC skin.
And he's got the mouse energy too, so well played. By
looks
him.
good. Looks good.
Early split here from the Death Knights into these lanes, and then the three-man setup from the Ming, Muradin, and Deckard in the middle here.
See if they lose any soak on the rotation bottom. They're gonna lose at least one. Pretty good, actually.
One minion.
Little advantage.
Yeah, not gonna be too big of a deal though. And we may see some heavy pressure from Jailbait in this lane, although they have a nice four-man rotation going. So as long as they keep this running smoothly, they will definitely be able to go ahead and make sure they don't miss any soak between those two lanes. Blaze looks a little pressured up in that top lane, but Sonya did have some time to work on that wave. Jaina, though, just clearing this out so fast in this rotation.
Yeah, she's a pretty excellent early game wave clear. Well, all the game, but is one of the only characters who can clear a wave with one spell.
Yeah. And we're going to see the early sappers here grabbed by Jailbait. Going to get that pressure in the lane. Rotation from the Death Knights over to their sappers. They know how this works. Gonna go ahead and start to move in there. We might have the
Merton
evasion here.
is not anchoring. This is very dangerous.
He's not anchoring, but that may help. It kind of says, hey, you know, we're not there.
We're not
maybe
there.
They're hoping for a little distraction technique there. And this is actually maybe some decent wave mist here by the side of the Death Knights, especially with ETC blocking this rotation. There are going to be a few minions missed here, and these sappers will all connect with the tower, which is very important to get that push down. Because once they're gone, they're gone.
Solo lane up top looks just pretty even. Just trading the XP.
Yeah, fairly normal when you have the Blaze and the Sonya. They both have self-sustain. They both have decent wave clear. Middle lane, Phoenix with the quick teleport, going to get out of things here. And level 4 going to be locked in for both these teams now. Talents on the screens for you all as they get picked up here. Murden going with that extra healing at the level 1. Junkrat going traditional build here, nothing out of the ordinary. And Phoenix going with the extra damage after each movement on those autos.
Looking to get some of that stutter step action going. See how he executes that.
Yeah, ETC actually already at 8 globes so far, make it 9. Doing a great job of picking these up between this rotation.
Jane has got an interesting build going. She's rocking Lingering Chill and Arcane Intellect, actually. No Q build coming out for her.
A little bit of a mix-up here, but that's one of the great things about Here's the Storm is you can always kind of build your own way depending on what your team needs in the match. Looks like we will see the typical trade up top between the two objectives.
The gentleman's agreement.
Yep, bottom altar going to be fought over. Frog here going to go in with that ECC. Kind of
Murden's taking a lot of poke.
Yeah, but he can just back off and heal. That's the great thing about Murden. You just buy a couple minutes and you're good to go. Li Ming trying to get the cancel here. Deckard with the slow, able to get the damage out. Sonya gets down here first. Nice spear onto the back line. Galaxy going ahead and try to get away here. Murden with the beautiful power slide on the two frontliners to slow them down. Peel for his Jaina. Deckard roots on 3. And Whitemane just keeping up her team as much
Sonya
as possible.
very deep. Ooh.
Yeah, Sonya with the spin to win. Not going to be enough. Will fall. Will be first blood. Next,
Murden
we're going to see
be
Murden.
Next.
Oh, does he make it?
Does the blink in?
Phoenix with the teleport.
Joe DiMaggio is super low.
Yeah, he's super risky at Li Ming's looking for that orb. No, missile's not going to connect. So going to be a 1-for-0 trade. Jaina with the channel. Shots in favor of Jailbait now. Going to be up 4 on the core health so far. I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing their sappers as soon as that pops up here.
A slight XP lead. They should hit 7s first. With that early sapper, they might actually look for an invade and pick up both, which could give them a heavy advantage in this bottom lane.
Yeah, definitely an option. Jaina was looking like she was going to hearth for a second. Decided to cancel that. They definitely have the burn potential with the Jaina and the Phoenix to burn that down very fast. Level 7's being locked in, and actually we're going to see Jaina ETC invade here with the Whitemane. H2O going to get scouted out by Junkrat though. The question is, can they get the full invasion here? H2O taking a lot of damage along with that Jaina. There's the beautiful root from Deckard on to 3 members here. The backline's trying to get out. Joe DiMaggio on the Phoenix putting down the damage, but the Dwarf Toss is too much. There's going to be the triple kill. And Camp not stolen away. Sappers did not get pushed up all the way in the bottom lane either by Phoenix. They will get cleaned up for free by the Death Knights.
So I like the invade in theory, but if they're gonna do it, I would like to see them keep the Blaze down, or have ETC anchoring, protecting the back line, because they're gonna come in from a flanking position from mid lane and bottom lane. Yep. They kind of pincered the back line with no protection from ETC because he was right on the point.
Yeah, ETC was on the point, tanking the minions here up top. Junkrat looking for the possible stun and invade here. We'll see if anybody rotates up to help before this objective. Gonna reveal himself. So we're gonna have the 1v1 ETC rotating up. Jackster gonna spot this out on that. They're gonna try to peel for his Sonya. There's the slow in the root. Camp stolen away. Stun from Blaze gonna come out along with the power slide. Night Striker trying to stay alive here with spinning to win, healing up as much as possible. ETC taking some heavy damage. Phoenix gets the channel. Now rotating to the other side to try to get the counter channel here, but Li Ming not gonna let that happen. And they have a chance to invade here and grab this. Knockback from ETC on Murden. Gonna be good, but Dwarf Toss gets away.
Joe DiMaggio's just zoning out that channel, not let them get that.
This is great for Jailbait here. They're in a great position. They have Sapper up in the top. Sonya's trying to deal with those. ETC
pushing very deep here.
Sonya Sonya in the back line, gonna go in on the Phoenix. He's gonna teleport away, taking a lot of damage from that white main. And there goes the kill onto Sonya here. Each team power slide onto 2, gonna get the slow and the stun. Burning with the Dwarf toss. Deckard hobbling away there with that cane is gonna make it out, but the channel will be stolen unless Junkrat gets the stall. He does get the stall over the wall.
Yeah. So this is why channeling the opposition altar is pretty difficult.
A little overlap there on stuns. They're going to try to stall this out until Sonya gets back up. Junkrat not able to get the grenade over.
Murden could hop over if he was looking for it.
Yeah, Junkrat unfortunately not close enough to get the grenades over the wall. A little misposition there, and that is going to be the channel going over to Jailbait. Now going to be up by 12 on the core health. But thankfully, it's Towers of Doom, and you can pretty much come back from 1 core health here with no problem. Dignitas has done it, so, you know, why not?
If Dig can do it, we can all do it, right?
Yep, Sappers being worked on the left and right sides, respectively, for both teams. May see another invade here from Jailbait.
With 10s coming online, I'd really like to see them go for that.
Yeah, they're going to get it just a second sooner. They can do a quick insta-lock and maybe go for the
stage dive right on top.
Maybe not the stage dive. He's going to go with
There's
the mosh pit. I think he could have ripped it there. That would have been a spot to rip it. Phoenix was right behind him. Yeah, your Jaina wasn't quite there, but Phoenix should be able to get out enough damage in theory, and then ult afterward to get the follow-up to get the kill. But we're going to have the 10s coming in now from the side of the Death Knights. Deckard with that Lornado got great value in our last series. And leaving with the repulsion for that ETC mosh pit. I think that's a great choice.
Yeah, they got a lot of interrupts for this mosh pit. And we do see that Scarlet Aegis coming out from White Main. So that'll be pretty interesting to see the amount of armor she can put out.
Yeah, armor is definitely going to be an important thing here. Especially with Sonya coming into play and just kind of diving in on that back line. Having that available to the squishies is definitely going to help here. We're going to have the bottom altar here. Both teams positioning. Sonya a little late here, and ETC's got a nice walk on the left-hand side of this.
The time is now, heroes.
Channel started by Joe DiMaggio on that Phoenix. Sonya gonna pop Wrath. Spear misses. Bring it across the next on Sonya.
Mosh pit's out.
Mosh pit's out. Gets canceled by the leaning. Phoenix did the full ult multiple numbers, but ETC is gonna fall here. Sonya
goes down.
Goes down as well. Yep. Leaving with the repulsion.
Jaina's next. Phoenix super low, but putting out a lot of damage. Li Ming should be next. Blaze also very low.
This is just a bloodbath. H2O trying to keep Phoenix
there's the random
alive.
cleanse. Why not?
Why not? They make it out. Murden's still alive.
The channel. They got a front line, so they should be able to get this.
Yeah, they do have the front line, so they definitely will be able to get this. Plus, you know, Deckard just a great job at zoning and slowing down the enemy team. So easy to get that channel off. Gonna actually come back up, start to catch up here in core health.
XP dead even. This is going to be one of those back and forth series. I'm sure of it.
Yep, that's our favorite type, isn't it? I mean, the closer it is, the more fun it is. Sonya missing that spear was a big deal in that team fight, though. She has to make sure to land those on the engages because that is going to be her generation for her, you know, her attacks. She has to have that as her mana. And also, if you don't get that stun off, that, you know, does not set up the other potential kills. Sapper is grabbed by Jailbait here on the right. They're very consistent on grabbing these immediately after every shrine. Make sure they keep pressuring this bottom lane.
I actually saw them waiting for the Sappers to respawn for like 3 seconds, just hanging out there. They got really good timing for their mercenary camps.
Yep, and that also is going to give them XP. It's going to give them 13s just a little early. They are up about a...
With that 13 advantage, I would have liked to see them try and push those Sappers in, but they're going to let those get cleared for free.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the end of the world there. It's going to go ahead and just like give them the XP. They're up like, what, a quarter level or so roughly?
Just about, yeah.
So having that's important. You can get them closer to that 16 a little sooner. ETC holding this bush here does not want to give over that Sapper camp for free.
Ice Barrier actually being picked up by Jaina as well. So yeah, her build is very unique. She's a little bit tankier. I got that slow is going to linger for a lot longer, but less of those machine gun cues.
Yeah, that, but if it works, it works. Murden, and get power slid, knocked back by ETC. There's
Tornado
Tornado trying to
comes
pull ETC in. There's a stun follow up as well. They're trying to get Flagster here. Phoenix with the scan connect on 3
Salvo.
members here. Salvo just pokes a little. Sonya's gonna go in on ETC. The knockback there. Gonna be enough to keep himself in the safe area of his mage. Power slide on 3. Mosh pit on the 2.
Mosh.
Leaving with the quick repulsion to get that canceled though. Does get the full cooldown there. Blaze and Phoenix on the
Blaze
back
on
line.
an island. They do have a bunker if they need it. There it is.
You see the power slide. Riptire coming out. Blaze not able to get that bunker time. Backline will take damage. Ring of Frost though. Not going to connect to anyone. There's Lornado pulling the ETC in. Can they get the pick? It's the question. Gonna be trapped.
This Lornado is perfect.
Flaming.
They got the Junkrat mine there too. He can't walk through that bush.
Yeah, there's going to be the kill on the ETC. Sonya falls. There goes the Phoenix. Li Ming with the resets popping off here with the damage. Neither altar has been channeled yet. And Murden's going to start to heal back up here. Stun on the Deckard, but no follow-up, unfortunately.
I think they got to back out.
Yeah, they have to back out here. It's going to be a 4v3. They don't really want to take this. And that means that we should see a potential advantage here in core health over to the side of Death Knights for the first time in this game, assuming they get this channel here in the center.
Yeah, that town portal is not open yet, so reinforcements can't come that fast.
Yeah, they need to be on this immediately, though. They're taking some time here. I'm kind of surprised.
Ooh, Jane is positioning. She's okay.
Stun on the Murden.
Bolt.
There's the Avatar. Looks like we're going to see more picks coming out here potentially. Nice Tornado. Going and pull
Aegis
back.
is out.
H2O.
Salvo.
Salvo not getting a ton of value there. There's going to be the Riptire right in the middle. Team gets some nice spread damage. No one's falling yet.
Oh.
There goes the Phoenix finally. Sonya
Will
kills
Murden
ETC.
go? No.
Blaze.
Ring. Oh no.
Li Ming with the value there. And the resets completely out of mana. Ice block might be enough. No, it's not. That's going to be a 4-for-1 trade in favor of the Death Knights. Now up almost a whole level here. And definitely up on core health. See how they play this out. They're going to have about 15 seconds or so till they can have any real defense from the enemy team. Unfortunately, Li Ming and Deathcurd both have to go back and get mana and health here. So not a ton of value gained off those picks besides getting the altar. Core health tied up here.
Yeah, they do have an XP lead and have netted themselves a talent advantage. So again, I would argue for a potential invade as well after they get their own sappers.
Yeah, I think invade first, then your own sappers may have been a better call here because of how close 16 is for Jailbait. They choose to go for their own first. Li Ming going with those magic missile talents at level 16 to get all 5. It's what, up to 5, I think?
Yeah, it's 5. Mirror Ball is an insane talent. Her DPS just goes through the roof.
Yeah. Stun on the Blaze there to stop that dive in on Red Conscript.
They still have this 16 tier advantage.
There's the mosh pit, but it's kind of all alone. ETC on an island. Misplay on the ults there. He actually might make it out of this because of that Junkrat concussion mine. Blaze gets the stun off, and I actually miss a big kill there. That should have been a kill for sure, but a little misplay by the Junkrat with that concussion mine. Knocking ETC back away, not getting the value off the Lornado.
Yeah, not really sure what Frog Stellar was thinking there. Maybe he thought everyone was with him, but they were on the camp.
Yeah,
pretty far away.
Either he thought they were all with him or he mispressed that R key, because that's definitely not a great mosh pit position without your team there.
No.
Looks like we're going to see the invade up top from Jailbait here. I love this call because they know that most of the team may be bottom. Sonya going to try to stall us as long as she can. Deckard should be able to get this off on H2O. Mosh pit down for another 60 seconds still. It's going to be a big cooldown. Sonya going to win. Burden, go ahead and pop the Avatar.
ETC in big trouble. Yeah. There comes Ring. Holy crap.
Yeah, big Ring of Frost from the multiple members here. Junkrat Tire kind of split the team, but unfortunately Deckard and Sonya are both dead here. And Li Ming not quite able to get the cancel. Junkrat does get one cancel on the channel here. Don't know if he gets another one.
There you go. Well done. That was just a really big play coming out from Calaxy there. ETC was in huge trouble. And then Calaxy hit the Ring on top of her combo. Just nuked the front line.
Yeah, ring connecting on 3 members there, gonna lock them down, get that damage out. Definitely some great value from her there. I almost see an argument for her to get the level 20 upgrade of the ring with how good these have been so far this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be up for it.
We're gonna have
Like that
boss.
bolt of the, well, it's not bolt of the storm. What is that called now?
It's
Or,
I call it Bolt. It works.
Yeah,
They renamed it. It's still Bolt.
little baby bolt's pretty good.
But yeah, the boss taken here from Jailbait as well. Gonna put down the core of the Death Knights to 12. So potential to end the game coming up here if we get a triple altar spawn, which we just had our second one, so we won't have another one of those. So little time for the Knights to have a chance to come back here. They don't have to worry about that triple altar spawn, which should help them out here.
All of our heroics are coming online, so this should be an even fight. 17 on 17.
Yeah, and XP's dead even too. Sapper's available for the side of the Death Knights. I'd love to see them work and grab these real quick. They know that Jailbait's got to be grabbing theirs, especially after the heavy rotations they've been making to their camps so far.
Once more,
Absolutely.
rise from the
Ooh, a
depths.
1 altar. This should be fun.
One altar in the middle.
Completely even game, minus core shots, but pretty close, 20 to 12.
Yep, even so far, leaving up in the middle with Phoenix. Soaking, power slide on Sonya. There's going to be the root. Weren't able to appeal. Decker Kane's dropped in the mosh pit there, but unfortunately, ETC not able to get kills. Just tries to buy time for his team to get those picks, but they weren't able to here. Bunker goes down early. Root going to connect on to the Blaze here. Ringer
There's
Frost
the ring.
connects with 2 members here, but the
Salvo's available. There it is. This should be a 3-man kill.
There goes the Phoenix Salvo, gets the pick on the Sonya here. White Man healing him back up to full health. Deckard falls as well. That's going to be 2 kills so far. Propulsion used to try to save
There's
everything, but Burden gonna
Ooh,
fall
so
here as
tanky.
well. Oh my!
Oh
Is he gonna get out of
my.
this? No way he makes it out of this.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say no
Oh.
way.
The caster curse.
Yeah. Pushing now from the side of Jailbait, going for this bottom tower, and they're actually gonna hold the channel. I love this call by them. If they can get this picked up, that'll give them an extra core shot here and give them kind of a nice little advantage. But they're gonna actually have to back off. The Junkrat
Yeah.
Laming too much for them.
Too much wave clear coming out from Snipe.
Yeah.
Ooh, red conscript with just like homing missiles on Junkrat.
Well, Blaze being played by Junkrat. It's so
Sorry,
confusing.
The fiery guy, not the grenadey one.
Yeah, the fire one. Team's starting to soak here. 20 advantage will be here first for the side of Jailbait. They are up about a level roughly or so. And then what they do with that 20 is going to be the real question. Are they going to push for the bottom fort is the question. If they can take over that fort, then that would give them an extra shot on the next phase and put them
And it will
into
be
ending.
Single altar phase again. Bottom.
Yeah. If they can... How long is on boss? Boss is up in 1:51. So in theory, if they get the bottom altar, they can then end with boss potentially. So this is gonna have to be a fight that Death Knights has to win when they take it here.
I'd really like to see Death Knights try and push an aggressive action here before they hit 20, but a little bit late now.
Yeah, not able to get it off here. Looks like a little bit of a bush party. Junkrat though gonna spot that out. Get some
Just says
free,
hello.
He's gonna get some free stacks on that level 1. And with that level 16, gonna actually get the quick cooldown there. He's almost fully stacked too. He's at 184 stacks, which is, it can be tough with Junkrat to get that fully stacked before the end of a game.
Heroes.
He scales pretty well actually too.
Rise.
20's locked in here. And nothing, I mean, okay,
this-
everything's out of the ordinary, let's be honest. Everything's out of the ordinary. We're gonna have Death Metal from ETC, one of my favorite talents here. Usually you want to snap pick that in, if possible, so the other team doesn't know you have it.
I really like the Scarlet Aegis upgrade to Scarlet Crusade, so a team cleanse as well as armor on top of the fortified bunker. So there's going to be just tons and tons of armor available for the team.
Burden does not stop the channel there. A little misplay by him. Power slide in. Ring of Frost.
Ooh, big ring.
What damage? Damage is coming out here. Sonya on the back line spinning the winning here. Doing her best to stay alive. The channel's down.
They still have Riptire available on the side of Death Knights.
Yeah,
Trying keeping
Riptire
this
and
fight going
Repulsion.
would be ideal.
Mosh Pit's also still up as well, too. So if Frogstall can get a 4 or 5 man Mosh Pit here, as long as he catches the Leeming and the Muradin, those are going to be the main 2 Junkrat as well. They might be able to get some value off of this.
So with 4 HP left on the core, the boss, as you had alluded to, is in fact a win condition.
Yep, boss is available. And honestly, this is a double altar spawn, so this is going to be tough because what can happen here is Jailbait just has to split in fourths. You send, you know, just 2 and then 3, and kind of just force them onto 1. Like, they have to choose one. And you just have to win one of the fights to win the game. Murda, thank you for the raid. Hope your game went well. Welcome, guys. We're in a game number 1 of this 2-game series between the Death Knights and Jailbait here. 4 core health left for the UCF Death Knights. They're pushing in on the bottom. Blaze with a big flank here.
Ooh, an aggressive flank.
Concussion mine. Gonna go ahead and knock Blaze back. Sonya spinning the winning, gonna get rooted by
Huge combo on H2O from Leeming. ETC getting very low as well, locked down. He should go down here, but Death Metal.
Oh,
huge
Death
value!
Metal 5! Salvo connects. We see Li Ming fall here. No more resets. Deckard falls as well. Murden should be next. He actually gets the Dwarf Toss away. Junkrat tossing those grenades back to try to deal the damage.
Bunker out just to do extra damage to take down Sonya. Well played. This should be game. I don't know if they can hold out 2v4.
Yeah, there's no way, unfortunately, to do it. Murden may be able to hold bottom. Junkrat could possibly stall top. Not going to be able to get the grenade off on the Jaina in time, though.
GG.
That's GG.
That Death Mosh was insane. ETC is just screaming calculated in his call right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're on comms, you and your team are popping off with the value from that. I'm not sure if the Death Knights didn't catch that talent pickup or what happened there. But, yeah, that was...
My heart's racing. Holy
yeah,
crap.
that was a big mosh pit there. That Death Metal just confirmed the game for them with that lockdown on all 5 members. Phoenix able to get so much damage out there. That's where you wish you had Planet Cracker over Salvo. Just 5 members lined up, get that big old laser going through it, get that damage out. Guys, quick look at the talents and stats for you all. Junkrat did a decent amount of damage, actually top hero damage and almost top siege damage for the game.
Also 0 deaths coming
and
out.
0 deaths. So does he get
Solid play
MVP
from
then?
Snipe.
I mean,
Yeah.
0 deaths and high damage and high siege, that gives you MVP, right?
I'm giving it to Frog Settler. That Death Mosh was just that was the game. That was literally the game-winning play.
That is true. It was the game-winning play. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get set up on the next map. It is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen. We'll see what comes out here, but...
that was a great game. Very, very back and forth.
Yeah,
So
back and
I'm
forth.
excited
and
for round 2.
Oh, I'm pumped, but I kind of hope they get rid of White Man. They cannot let her through again unless they're going to take her. Because can we say value? That's all I can say is that was value there.
Yeah, I don't even know. She puts out so much damage and healing, and then her ult is pretty insane as well, especially on 20. A team cleanse is pretty good.
Yeah, who knew a team cleanse would be good, especially at level 20. All right, guys, people are starting to fill into the lobby here as we speak. We have the captains in here, so they'll start getting their teams filled in. And yeah, I'm excited for this next one. If it's anywhere close to that last one, which it should be, hopefully, like, oh, I'm excited.
Well, I mean, Towers of Doom plays fairly similar to Tomb of the Spider Queen as well. So, I mean, hopefully, it'll just be a rematch.
Hopefully. Looks like we're missing a couple more. Just getting players moved around here as we speak. He goes there. He goes on the other side. No.
Snipe
I'm so confused.
Should go to Team 1.
Yeah, Snipe goes to. That's what it is.
And then
Snipe, H2O needs to move too.
Calaxy should be on Team 2,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm not sure.
I think that's what it is. Junkrat and Calaxy need to swap.
Junkrat and Calaxy. No, because Junkrat is on
Yeah, he was the Blaze, right?
Jailbait. Yeah, he's on Jailbait, which is Team 2. Team 2 is Jailbait.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I'm just going to look at Jackster, Snipe.
Calaxy was the
Red
Jaina. Should
gets
be
swapped with
Jun.
H2O.
Okay.
And then Codex. And then Calaxy is going to swap with Who is that? Crap. I think that's who's on their side that's not on here.
Night Striker, maybe? Was the Sonya, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Night Striker. I agree.
Is this a Swiss draft, they say?
All right, guys. We're just waiting for the readies here. As soon as we get this, we can get rocking and rolling.
If we got the teams all good now, hopefully.
Murda, I saw that and Bobo messaged me. We will make sure we get it hosted over to the NGS Game of the Week, which starts right after this one ends.
Whew, should be fun.
I know, and that's gonna be I believe it's Mongoose and Graysville on that one. So that's always two great casters.
Combo, for sure.
I have one ready. I have two ready. Guys, we're jumping into game number 2 here between UCF Death Knights and Jailbait. Tomb of the Spider Queen gonna be the map here. I had the wrong scene up. Play nice. OBS is not playing nice. There we go.
Perfect.
All right, guys. So first pick and ban gonna be over to the side of the Death Knights here, and we'll see what they decide to go with.
Yeah, they had banned out that Garrosh and Maev in the previous series, so maybe they're gonna prioritize one of those as a first pick, or maybe ban them again and see what their strategy is.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to go with here for that one.
Could give us a hint on how strong they think that Maya. There's your white main man. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Decker Kane gone.
Mm-hmm.
No more supports, Joe. Apparently the wrong person was set as the banner, but you know what? That works. As long as we can communicate, that's all that really matters.
There's the Garrosh. Wonder if that means a first pick Maev then.
Possible if it's not banned out here by the side of Jailbait. Obviously, they did scout each other out here some, so I'm sure they know each other's strengths and weaknesses for the most part here. Junkrat did good last game. Genji's gone. I'd love to see, honestly, my favorite first pick here is Gul'dan. It just gets so much value. But we get Asmodan.
Oh, Asmo. Okay.
Somebody covered the nipple rings. We got a TOS violation here on Twitch.
We will not be censored in game 2. Let the nipples fly.
First 2 picks here for the side of Jailbait. Let's see what they do to counter Asmo. Maybe go with that Mathael. He does do really well against heavy health pools, and Asmo, the fat man, has a big health pool.
I'd like to see one of the supports come out here. Running Phoenix.
Phoenix.
They've left themselves open to a potential support choke if Alex gets picked up and then Malfurion gets banned.
Yeah, it would force them out onto something like the Rhaegar or the Stukov. You could go with something with. You have Brightwing, you have Uther. You know, they're not the only supports, but let's be honest.
I'll give you the Rhaegar.
You give me the Rhaegar.
Yeah, the rest. Uther's got a spot. Brightwing is a dead hero. I'm sorry.
Tass, Zarya, and Abathur. This is the last 3 picks.
Ooh, Rhaegar, Kel'Thas. Okay, they wanted the Rhaegar.
Yeah. Interesting choice.
They have a lot of AoE damage coming out from Kel'Thas and Asmodan, so that should be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's also great wave clear.
True.
Honestly, it's hard to say take Rhaegar when you have that Alex available, though, because Lifebinder is basically an ancestral, and you also have her wonderful ability to just turn into a giant dragon and move people around wherever she wants.
Absolutely. I really like this Johanna ban, actually synergizing really, really well with the Kel'Thas and the Asmodan. Just the long-range nukes followed up, or the condemned followed up by the long-range nukes. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, also limiting the tanks there is going to help. Diablo may be the choice here for the Death Knights. They're going to get rid of Stukov. And I feel like this is just an Alex grab. Maybe the Malfurion. Just depends on what they're thinking about going into for their soul lane as well.
If they have a Tracer player, I would be just thrilled with a Malfurion Tracer here.
Oh, yeah. That could get some good value. Definitely be able to chase down that Kel'Thas and Rhaegar in the back line. As long as Kel'Thas doesn't hit her with a gravity lapse, she is good to go the entire time. And even then, she has recall available to her.
Furion. Maiev.
Maiev.
Ooh, Maiev is available as well. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, Maiev works too.
Hmm.
I don't know. I could be torn between the two. Warden's Cage is nice because it does help zone off players who aren't inside of it. So it's kind of like you're not coming out and you're also not coming in. Last two here, they need a Soul Laner and a main tank.
I'd like to see the Blaze just for an extra layer of protection.
Or your Rel.
ETC.
They go with the Blaze and the ETC. This...
The cow has swapped sides this game, though. We'll see if they get that death metal value.
I feel like this could be a Leoric. You're going to have 3 very high health pool targets up in the front line. You know, Asmodean, he is kind of sits back, per se. You got that Entomb to combo with the Phoenix Planet Cracker. Just saying. It's an option. You know,
I might argue for your Malthael you suggested earlier.
Yeah, definitely that could get value, but they're gonna grab the Urel here.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she does okay against Blaze in the lane, but I definitely think Malthael would be the better choice. Just would bully so hard. Also would pair, I think, a little better with the Maiev. We saw that with the Warden's Cage in our last series. Just being able to drop those two together with Torment of Souls, it's just super easy to get kills. Then you burn down health bars so fast. But Urel is the choice here for Jailbait in game number 2. We're jumping over, guys, into the next game.
Well, Mr. One-Man Mega Man fan, which draft do you like the most?
I am torn. I think there's a lot of potential from the side of Death Knights, and I am a Florida man, so I kind of have to root for them, I feel. But I really like that Phoenix Maiev combo on the other side. So,
that to me the big question is the Asmodean. I have not seen him played at all since the changes yesterday. So that's a big question mark for me. How strong, how impactful is Snipe going to be? He had a huge game on Junkrat last game, so who knows? Maybe he can hard carry this team.
Yeah, I am with you. I'm not 100% certain on how it's going to work out, but we will see for sure here. Guys, jumping into the next match. On the left-hand side of the blue, we do have the UCF Death Knights trying to tie it up here, 1-1 in the series. Cody X on that ETC, Snipe on the Asmodean. They're all stuck together. Red Conscript on that Kel'Thas. Jackster on Rhaegar, and Night Striker on that Blaze.
Well done. And in the red, we have Calaxy on that Phoenix. Junkrat, not on Junkrat, on Urel. H2O on Malfurion. Frog Settler, I don't know how to say your name, but Muradin. And Joe DiMaggio are going to be rocking that Maiev.
Yeah, I think it's Frogs. Is it
Stellar?
It's AGE. Frag Stellar. I think it's Frag Stellar.
That's an
close.
A? Oh boy.
You know, close enough. They, you know, if it's not simple English, they don't get it.
I've been calling him a frog all night.
Me too. Root on ETC, knockback by Urel here. Power slide. He makes it out.
Yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you never slide in. He had it available and got out.
Yeah, you gotta save that. Blaze does do a quick cleanup here on this bottom lane. Actually going to be a minion missed here by Junkrat on that Urel. Asmodean already dropping the general down here to get that extra value. And unfortunately...
Good root, Maiev Tether.
Maiev Tether power slides to stun out the enemy team. Joe DiMaggio taking some damage from Kel'Thas. Gonna get down to about half health and we'll be okay. But as I was about to say, usually you don't see much more than a little bit of poke between teams, especially this early on. Mostly just due to the fact that, you know, you want to pick up gems here and kind of just rotate as four. So it's usually fairly safe overall.
They do have a pretty aggressive lineup on the side of Jailbait between that Maiev and Muradin, so they can both just kind of hop in there and cause some havoc.
Yep. Kel'Thas on level 1, going with that Mana Addict. A little behind on grabbing those globes, though. ETC gonna get pulled in. Root not gonna connect.
Root not in place. Muradin could get a body block here. Weak on by.
Yep. Not gonna. Oh, we hit the wrong key. Sorry, guys. Yay for technology.
Woo.
There we go.
Yeah, just a back and forth. Everyone's soaking now.
Yeah.
Mana bar is pretty healthy on Jackster and on H2O, so.
Yeah, and down in the bottom, Urel and Blaze, you're pretty even. You know, Blaze has self-sustain built
Ooh,
into.
Kel'Thas going down top. I believe that was just a Muradin dwarf toss into stun into body block kill.
That's all it takes sometimes. That's going to be 6 gems lost, which are going to add up here slowly over time if you keep losing those. 4 is locked in along with that first blood from Jailbait.
We're going to get that vengeful roots coming out from Alfurion. It'll be interesting to see how well he stacks that this game.
You know, you can't turn down the broccoli, man. You have to have the broccoli.
Everybody needs those vegetables.
Exactly. Rhaegar,
Cool.
we go with the healing totem here at 4.
Some extra sustain makes sense.
And we have the light turn in here from the side of Jailbait early on. Frag Stellar spotted out by ETC. Not sure why he didn't stop that channel there.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to get in their rotations going a little bit more effectively, but
Yeah, it could
I
come
think
in
that was a
handy.
misstep.
Yeah, it could come in handy to get moving again, though, that you don't want to be too far behind on these. Only 6 more need to be turned in for the side of Jailbait. They're getting it right now with Joe DiMaggio and Galaxy.
Jailbait's doing a really good job controlling the rotations. Ooh, Tether's not going to go off. They're stopping the rotation between top and middle, which is slowing them down a little bit, making sure they can't get that wave clear going quite as quick. And
Yeah.
they potentially losing a minion here and there.
Yeah, and they're forcing out the long rotation too, which just takes more time. It's just more value for them in the long run. The less minions that can be soaked by the Death Knights. Will be respawning here. All 3 lanes, we'll see where the pressure is coming out. We're going to have 2 in the middle escorting this Web Weaver. Joe DiMaggio looking for poke onto the ETC here. Not able to get a pick or anything, but just slowly burning down. Phoenix up top, pushing in versus Kel'Thas with this Web Weaver. And middle one's about to fall here. I'd love to see the rotation early from Jailbait with this Web Weaver being so low. They got down a tower. Just go ahead and make the rotation in mid or bot and try to get some more value there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get 5 towers total. That's
Yep.
about it.
They're going to get the 2 in the middle. They get the 2 up top. Down in the bottom. They should confirm this last one here. And that is going to be an XP lead for them, up about a half level or so off that first turn in. There are enough gems available for the side of the Death Knights to turn in here. But unfortunately, 20 of them are on ETC, and he's going to have to zone for his team.
Yeah. See that.
A little bit of a
They have
gauge
the
here
tether.
on the Kel'Thas.
No
There's
follow-up
the
and good cleanse.
Yep, the body blocks on Jackster now going to get stunned out by the Muradin. Red
Heal
able
comes
to
out.
get the heal.
Joe DiMaggio might be in... No, never mind. He's quite all right.
Oh, Asmodan. So close, and then the root catches him.
Just a couple of more stacks, and he could have had him.
Yeah, great plays by both the supports there, though. Able to keep their teammates alive overall with their heals.
All the talents seem pretty standard.
Yeah, I don't see anything too out of the ordinary here. As far as I can tell. I mean, I'm not too sure on the new Asmo build since they've reworked him.
They do have Pinball Wizard from ETC, so a little bit more burst and no Echo Pedal, so a little bit less wave clear if he's ever off on an island by himself trying to clear some of those web weavers.
Yeah, but thankfully the rotations between lanes here are fairly short. You shouldn't really have to have him by himself too often. And they continue just rotation here. Not enough gems for Jailbait quite yet. They've been doing this consistent turn in. Jackster finally getting the first turn in for his team here with 24. ETC has enough to finish that up on himself, but again, they have to zone for him here for him to get that turn in, and I just don't think that's going to happen.
I think the only way they can do it is going for that bottom one and having Blaze kind of be the front line.
Yeah, Blaze also has enough to turn in as well, so they could just hold off for him and give him time. But
Jailbait is rounding 10 as well, so you might not want to actually turn in until after they have lost their 10 advantage, so you can still kind of get something out of your Web Weaver. On the other side, if they can get 2 turn-ins on the side of Jailbait while they have level 10s like that could be a big problem.
Yeah, the thing is Jailbait has enough to turn in now, exactly enough. So if they get the turn in here, it's going to be deadly because that's going to be 10s with a Web Weaver push, and there's nothing the Death Knights can do about that defense then.
Ooh, there goes 5 more gems in. They only need to put 3 more.
Yep, and looks like Junkrat going to be the one turning in on the bottom. Should be able to pick that up. Blaze not actually scouting this out here. They're not keeping track of the turn-in points. 10's being locked in now. And this is going to be a tough defense from the Death Knights. They still got about a quarter level to go on this defense. Warden's Cage going to be the choice here. And Twilight Dream from Malfurion.
Okay. I kind of thought they would have went with Tranquility, given the AoE damage from Kael'thas and Azmodan, but a little bit of follow-up on that potential Warden's Cage combo.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely an option there. Gonna see the push in the middle. It seems like an odd choice. Usually that is the lane you want to push down kind of second. You want to go for the boss lane up top to open up that win condition, although this will help with those rotations, slow down. Stun coming out from Burden. Phoenix coming out from Kael'thas' tennis picked up by the Death Knights here.
Ardent Defender was popped there.
Yeah, was popped. Got the healing and the protection. Yrel stayed alive, so definitely worthwhile. Mosh Pit grabbed by the ETC. Unfortunately, even though he's a great spot for it, not going to be able to get it
Twilight
off.
Dream, that's 30 gems. Oh no.
That is 30 gems, and they are going to be defended here. Not going to let those get picked up. That's a huge loss for the Death Knights. Blaze is going to have enough to turn in here, but he's going to have to be careful as he is on an island by himself right now.
They still have that Warden's Cage and Salvo.
Yeah, this is not a great spot for the Death Knights.
Joe is pretty low. There's a tether onto Rhaegar. Warden's Cage. Nope. Salvo will seal the deal.
Yeah, Salvo going to come out. Warden's Cage is not even needed here. Murder still has Avatar available too, so that's going to be two big ults here that are up.
Everything is available on the side of Death Knights, however, so once they're all available, maybe trying to fight before 13 could be an option for them.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. I'm seeing how they play this. Maev pushing up top here, working on cleaning up this wave some, getting it prepped up. H2O here, gonna get caught in the gravity lapse. Do they have enough follow-up to get the pick? They do not. Phoenix actually gonna come out from the Kael'thas pull in by Joe DiMaggio onto those squishies. And that's going to be a 50-second cooldown for Kael'thas.
Yeah, Galaxy and Fragstell are actually just going to take out this fort, or put some pressure onto this fort bottom as well.
Now they might be able to take it out as long as they're left alone. And just Blaze going to clean up that wave. Has 54 gems on himself. He needs to get turned in here somewhere. I mean, at this point, he'll have enough for a solo turn in after they get their first Web Weaver phase if he doesn't get any dropped off here.
Level 13s are online for the side of Jailbait. We'll look for Death Knights to fight after they've covered their own 13s.
Yeah, Death Knights looking for that 13 right now. Fragstell are going to turn, hold the bush here. Mana Addict finished on Kael'thas.
We do have 362 stacks on Azmodan, so stacking fairly well.
Yeah, doing well to get those stacks. They're going to need that extra damage for sure to get the picks here. H2O and Galaxy getting the turn in. No rotation to camps frequently this time from Jailbait. You know, they really prioritized those sappers last game, but not so much with the Knights and the Siege Giants on this map. Knights being picked up by the Death Knights. Gonna push down this middle lane. 13 not quite here for them yet though.
Yeah, Maya is still top right now, just getting a little bit extra soak. Looks like both teams are happy to kind of just jostle around the map.
Yeah, a little back and forth here. But still no turn in from the side of Death Knights.
13s are available. They're looking for the engage, but Murden just dwarf tosses right out of there.
Yeah, it is a Murden. Blaze has to be super careful. He has almost 60 gems on himself. Asmo with that dunk finishes that quest. Stun on the Rhaegar here. Jackster may be in trouble. Going to go in that wolf form. Try to run away here. Phoenix coming out to kind of split the team. Junkrat on the Yrel chasing in. Meanwhile, Murden and team going hard on that Blaze. Salvo gets canceled out by the bunker.
Good use of that bunker. They still have that mosh pit and ancestral available, so I'd like to see them fight here if possible.
Yeah, they definitely need to push in, catch a few members in that. They have to catch Murden for sure. And Maya, those are the two they have to catch in a mosh pit. And there's so much clumping here. I feel like that would have been a beautiful power slide right then with the mosh pit after.
They're going to concede the fort. The tap? I guess Asmodan is low mana.
Well, they're afraid. They don't want to lose all these gems. Night Striker going to rotate top, try to get this turn in here. I don't know if they can zone it off fast enough. Galaxy rotating in along with Joe DiMaggio. Are they going to spot this out? That's the question. Gravity Lab's actually going to connect. Is that going to be enough? It is going to be enough. ETC with the power slide in to make sure they get the turn in here and get their first Webweaver phase. And they will survive so far.
Well, if there's a time for a comeback in this game, it's now.
Yeah, definitely the time is now for a comeback here from the side of the Death Knights.
There is a lot of XP available in those first tier forts, and towers are also available, so they can quickly get back that experience deficit.
Yeah, they definitely need to get those. As long as they don't get picked off here, they should be okay. Gonna try to leave top lane to kind of do its own thing here while they push in the middle with this 4-man. Rhaegar actually going back up. Yeah, Rhaegar goes up for a second, comes back down. Combo goes out with the CC chain on the Frag Stellar. Not going to be enough.
Big salvo.
Salvo comes out, and Silence from Malfurion's Twilight Dream going to connect with 2 members, but not going to be enough to get a pick here, as 16 is locked in for the side of Jailbait. And unfortunately, Death Knights now not able to really do anything to defend these Web Weavers.
Yeah, they will have another turn-in available after this, but... Oh, ETC, or Murden jumps right in. If they get the body blocks, he's dead.
Yeah, there's the second stun. Now Fury Root comes out though. Warren's Case coming down as well too. Pull is big here on the multiple members. There's the power slide. Mosh pit! Catches 2 members here that they have the kill potential.
And take him down.
Ancestral
the focus fire. There it is.
Malf is down. Joe DiMaggio next to fall here. Frag Stellar on the backline in that Murden trying to peel. ETC running away for his life.
Oh, is he gonna...
He's got the armor, but not going to be enough. They did not pick up those gems, though, so they made 2-for-1 trade in favor of the Death Knights, but by not getting those gems, it's going to put them behind a little bit. Night Striker with 41 has enough to get a good start here on this turn, and going to pick up a few more here.
Yeah, they did get a lot of comeback experience.
Ooh, they didn't cancel it. He got the turn in he needed with the bottom lane Phoenix and Murden getting the other turn in there. A little early on the turn, but that's going to buy some time for Mouth and Maiev to come back up here. 16's being locked in for the side of the Death Knights. They have to stay alive here and defend this and try to get that second turn in. But this is going to be tough for them.
They do have a lot of wave clear between Kel'Thas and Asmodan, so this defense... I mean, and the mid and bottom web weavers are really pushed back, so they can potentially defend all their keeps.
Yeah, I'd love to see Kael'thas already up in the top lane. He's
Rhaegar caught right out.
Rhaegar way too far out.
I imagine there was a tether involved there, but...
I think it was a tether, but I didn't catch it, to be honest. But being that deep, I would assume there was a tether there. Phoenix comes out to help zone here from Kael'thas.
Blaze will clear middle. Web Weaver should go down.
Yeah, Web Weaver go down, but not before the steep wall goes down. Asma with the big dunks here.
Dunk.
Getting the damage out. Blaze almost done cleaning up middle. Bottom lane still fairly healthy, about half health or so. They do need to make their rotation down there before this starts pressuring the keep. Middle lane.
Blaze bunker.
Blaze.
Bunker. There it is.
Backup bunker there just to make sure he stays alive.
That keep is taking a lot of damage on bottom.
Yeah, it looks like they will be able to save it here. And Blaze almost enough for the solo turn in.
Jailbait going for an immediate boss call.
Yeah, I love this call by them. Go to get the boss. Who cares if it's turned in? That's going to be pressure in that top lane. Try to open that up. And Death Knight's not even rotating to the point, even though they're on talent tier. They're even. They're down a level, but they are on even talent tiers. They need to be getting a turn in here at least. Just playing a little too safe here, unfortunately. Not even going for that turn in. And that means this turn in is going to get defended. Murden can come down and defend this bottom turn in point.
Yeah, they're going to be able to probably take their own mercenary camp, clear this camp while they defend the boss up top. Unless they just let this go.
They will be. That's a big missed opportunity by Death Knights not getting turned in there. They're now going to have to go defend Murden, stunning out Blaze here. I don't think he can get the pick, though, because of the jet propulsion.
Yeah, this is going to give Jailbait an opportunity to get closer to 20 as well before a team fight.
Oh yeah, Jailbait should be able to get 20 no problem before this next turn in from them. They have almost enough gems as well too. Gonna grab their knights right now. Phoenix actually forced out for the Kael'thas, just trying to burn this down as quickly as possible and save this keep, avoid those catapults in this lane. And this needs to be a very quick rotation and turn in, because if there's no turn in, 20 is going to be here, and then that's even longer. Death Knights have to wait to try to get the turn in here in the top. Junkrat and Euro going to be spotted out here by ETC. Night Camp pushing the middle here. Night Striker, he's got his own. Yeah, Night Striker needs to be left alone to get this turn in. He almost has the solo turn in.
Yeah, they want to force this fight. Like,
need to force the fight. Root actually going to connect Night Striker here on the side. Gravity Loft connects with Junkrat.
oh, this is going to be a huge
Joe DiMaggio with a big tether. Warning Cage going to come out. It's not. Mosh Pit connects two members, though. Twilight Dream cancels it out.
That. Bunker gives him an escape route.
Bunker gives him a way out here.
Conscript is going to go down, though.
Yeah, there goes the Kael'thas. Rhaegar does not have Ancestral Removal. Night Striker dives in, tries to get the stun. Not able to get it off, though. Has all the gems and is going to fall here. That is going to be a major loss of gems. That is all the gems, basically, for the Death Knights here. Jackster pulled in slightly by Joe DiMaggio. Stun from the Muradin. That's to pick up on the Rhaegar. 3 kills to none so far. 20 advantage locked in for the side of Jailbait. They're going for the keep here. They can end the game if they want to.
Huge wave middle.
Yeah.
This should probably be a game.
Yeah, wave middle with a Night Camp. Core shields are falling fast. Asmodean doing his best to stall us out with the ETC. It's going to be too hard for them to get the picks, even with those big dunks. Core shield now falling down to 70% already. ETC falls. Pull in by Maev. There goes Snipe on Asmo. Kael'thas is up, but not going to be able to save this core. That's going to be GG. We're going to see Jailbait taking the series 2-0 with the domination here. Congratulations to them. Winning this out here.
Yeah, good game too. Pretty competitive as well. Some moments of glory there coming out from Death Knights.
Yeah, definitely did their best to hold on here, but Jailbait at the end of the day coming out ahead with the win. Guys, we're going to be very quick here with the stats and talents because we want to get you guys over to the NGS Game of the Week hosted on the NGS channel. So honestly, we're going to do this real quick. I'm one Mega Man fan. Thanks for hanging out. Follow button up above. Appreciate it if you pressed it. You really liked me. Sub button on the side. Sub for free with Twitch Prime. Not required, but always appreciated. Where can the people catch you here? Famous.
Hit me up on Twitter, famous_hots, and that's pretty much it. So just give my love to One Man Mega Man fan. Give him that follow on Twitch and I assume YouTube as well.
Yeah, there is on YouTube, but that's not nearly as important. That's just
Okay.
That's just the replay collection in case somebody needs a replay from further back than whatever Twitch allows. But if you guys want to drop one on there too, that's definitely okay. Guys, that's it for us. Hang tight. We'll have you over to the game in just a couple seconds. Thanks for hanging. See you all in Nexus, and maybe next week for more NGS.